I welcome you all. I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all presented here for the AICTE Training and Learning Academy's one-week faculty development program on smart cities. I, Indrani Borkar, on the behalf of Department of Civil Engineering, Government Engineering College Bilaspur, welcome you all in this valedictory session. I welcome our guest of honor, Shri G.R. Sahu, Additional Director, Directorate of Technical Education, Government of Chhattisgarh. I also welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Chandrasekhar Verma, Regional Officer, CRO, AICTE Bhopal. I welcome our guest of honor, Shri Sudhir Gupta ji, Chief Engineer at Nagar Nigam Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Now, I would like to invite participants for feedback. I invite Professor M. Nagarajan from Algappa University, Karaikudi. Please, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible. But yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Very good afternoon. I feel elated in having the opportunity to share my feedback on the 5 days ATAL sponsored FDP on smart cities. Though I am not from the engineering background, my interest towards the theme encouraged me to take up this FDP, and to the best of my possibilities, I strive to be regular and sincere in listening to all the stalwarts in the field, especially the sessions handled by Dr. Praveen Kumar, Professor Samir Bajpai, Sanyal, and Mr. Srinivas deserves a special mention from my end. Kudos to the organizing department for having brought these erudite resource persons to these 5 days FDP. My sincere thanks and appreciation goes to the FDP coordinator, Dr. L.M. Agarwal, Mr. Vivek Rathore, and Madam Indrani, and not to forget other members of the organizing committee who have contributed their best behind the screens in making this FDP a fruitful one. I wish to pay a visit to the institute in the future and look forward to meeting you all in person, hopefully in the very near future. Once again, my sincere appreciations to you all, and it was indeed a wonderful FDP. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your feedback. Now I invite Professor Raja Sambharkar for feedback.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Are you hearing my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I am very much thankful to the AICTE ATAL Academy and Department of Civil Engineering at Bilaspur to organize FDP on smart cities for the faculties. I am also thankful to the faculties and experts from various fields who has enhanced the knowledge related to the stages and development of smart applications of softwares and hardwares with environmental and sustainable conditions, as well as the mental peace of mind and healthy livable environment in smart cities has been concluded by Professor B. Maitra of IIT Kharagpur, because there are so many issues which I have asked the questions regarding the smart city development with physical infrastructure and social infrastructure, all the topics from electrification, renewable energy sources, and the solid waste management, as well as sustainable development with telecom facilities and etc. IoT facilities which we are using online for many type of banking as well as mobile applications in terms of software. These are the tools which are smartly developed, and its application in the natural hazards can be useful, as Professor Saikat Paul has last lecture. So in the during the 5 days session, all the experts has delivered much very well and excellent and with enthusiasm. So that is much more important. And today, that happiness and wellness and yoga, that is also much more important because peace of mind is very much essential. So all the topics which has been considered in the FDP, these are very much useful for upgradation of knowledge as well as for living environment to the every citizen. So thank you very much as a faculty from architecture in Maharashtra. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your feedback. Now, I would like to invite Professor Amit Awasthi from LCIT Bilaspur for feedback.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
At first, very good afternoon to all dignitaries, Dr. B.S. Chawla sir, Dr. M.L. Agarwal sir, you and all the faculty members as well as the mentors. It's so informative session that I have attended in this FDP, and I would like to encourage some points. Basically, Dr. P. Praveen Kumar sir has enlightened us about the structural enhancements, about the earthquakes, and so many surveys on that. So I would like to thanks for the whole sessions. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable feedback. And now for feedback, I would like to invite Professor Preeti Manke from Institute of Technology, Korba, Chhattisgarh.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Respected dignitaries. Respected dignitaries, Chawla sir, Verma sir, Sahu sir, Agrawal sir, Gupta sir, present in the valedictory program, organizers of the FDP.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
And all the faculty members attending the program. Initially, I was a bit hesitant to attend the program since I belong to computer science background. But my apprehensions gradually disappeared as I attended the program and the sessions one by one. All the sessions were really informative and all the concepts related to smart city were explained in a very lucid manner. Concepts and the contents covered in the sessions are like urbanization and smart cities, telecom infrastructure, electrical energy conservations, considerations, retrofitting techniques, as well as IoT applications were organized properly and were explained just perfectly. Today's happiness and wellness program by Amba Madam and Nair Sir has complemented the FDP sessions very well. I would like to thank the experts for sharing their resource materials with us, and thanks to the FDP team of GEC for providing us the opportunity to attend the program and making the program videos also available to the participants. Thank you, FDP, for bringing the concept of smart city, smart living, smart mobility, and smart economy. It is rightly said that we shape cities and they shape us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable feedback. Now I would like to invite Professor Alka Sharma, ma'am, from IT Korba, Chhattisgarh, for the feedback.
Thank you, Indrani ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. First of all, I would like to thank Civil Department of GEC Bilaspur for imparting very valuable knowledge about the smart city. Though I am from the electronic stream, I am able to understand the infrastructure and planning required for a smart city and how an electronic engineer can develop a smart city by providing telecom facility infrastructure needed in the smart city. I also understand how 13 core elements of a smart city can be achieved in a explained in the program. I would like to thank Mr. Dr. M.L. Agarwal, sir, HOD Civil Department, GEC Bilaspur, and coordinator of this FDP, and his team for inviting experts who gave us valuable knowledge about the smart city. Personally, I like the contribution of Professor Sameer Vajpayee, Professor NIT Raipur on environmental management in a smart city. Today, I enjoyed the session of Happiness and Wellness by Dr. Amba Sethi and also the session of Professor Saket Paul, Associate Professor IIT Kharagpur. Lastly, I like to thank organizer for providing me opportunity to give this feedback. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable feedback. Now, I would like to invite uh, the coordinator of this ATAL FDP, Dr. M.L. Agrawal, sir.
No, Indrani madam. These were the names of the participants who gave them from their side. They want to give the feedback. If anybody else that is interested to give some kind of feedback, that is also welcome. So you can invite if somebody is interested.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes. I request all the participants, if they have any feedback to give, please unmute yourself and you can give your feedback. I invite all the participants.
I think nobody is there to give the feedback.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we can proceed. Okay.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I invite the coordinator of this ATAL FDP, Dr. M.L. Agrawal, sir, for the valedictory address.
Good afternoon to everybody present here. Respected Professor Jia Sahu, Additional Director of Technical Education and our guest of honor at today's function. Respected Sri Sudhir Gupta sir, Chief Engineer Nagar Nigam Bilaspur and our guest of honor today's function. Respected Dr. C.S. Verma, Regional Officer, Central Region of AICTE and guest of honor of today's function. Respected Dr. B.S. Chawla, our principal and mentor of this FDP. Dear colleagues and dear participants of this FDP, we know for every good event, like every good event, we are also in the closing ceremony of this FDP. I welcome you all in the valedictory function of AICTE ATAL FDP on smart cities, which was from 6th to 10th of September. During this FDP, we got very overwhelming response by registering 139 participants from different parts of the country. Faculty members of engineering colleges and polytechnics belonging to several disciplines like civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer science, IT, mining, architecture, and many more. To cover the different domains of the smart city, the experts were included to give the expert talk from different fields. Like our first session was taken by our keynote speaker, very renowned speaker, Sri Sailen Suklaji, ex-chairman of Chhattisgarh Electricity Board. His lecture was focused on energy revolution in smart cities. He told about particularly the solar power, how it can be implemented or how it can be integrated with the smart city. Then second session was taken by renowned architect of Chhattisgarh, Sri Ravindra Kesarwani ji. The topic was urbanization and smart city. How urbanization has increased in last 50 years and smart cities are the need of the time. Then next session was taken by Professor Debashish Sanyal, Professor and Head of Architecture Department of NIT Raipur, on the topic Design of Smart Buildings and Planning of Smart Cities or Necessary Transition. He beautifully integrated the requirement of smart buildings for a smart city. Then fourth session, that was taken by Dr. Praveen Kumar from Indian Institute of Information Technology, Hyderabad. He covered the aspects related to retrofitting for strengthening of the masonry structure, particularly for the brownfield smart cities. Then next session, that was taken by Professor A.S. Raghuvanshi from Electronics Department of NIT Raipur, and he covered the topic telecom facilities or infrastructures required for smart cities. He beautifully integrated the necessity of telecom infrastructure with the smart city, which is the need of the today. Then next session, that was taken by Professor and Head of Civil Engineering Department, NIT Raipur, Professor G.D. Ramtekar, related to seismic considerations for building and retrofitting techniques pertaining to smart cities. Then next session, that was taken by Professor Sameer Bajpai of NIT Raipur, and the topic he covered was environmental management for sustainable smart cities. He beautifully articulated the requirement of the environmental management for the smart cities. We have to conserve our natural resources. Beautifully, he told the things how we can do by decentralizing the facilities. Then next session was taken by Professor A.G. Matani of GEC Jalgaon on managing cities with IoT applications in renewable energy system. And the next session, that was taken by our own alumni, retired group captain Y. Srinivas, and the topic was integrated waste management of a smart city, and he particularly focused on Bilaspur smart city because he worked for Bilaspur smart city as consultant. Next session was taken by renowned academician and consultant from IIT Kharagpur, Professor Bhargav Mitra, and the topic he covered was transportation consideration for smart cities. He beautifully quoted the examples and the case study related to Calcutta city and surrounding area of West Bengal to tell the requirement of the transportation connected with smart cities. Next session was taken by Professor Alka Bharat of MANIT Bhopal on a smart city, a concept and reality. Then next session, that was taken by Professor N.M. Deskar from Nagpur. He beautifully integrated the electrical energy requirement of a smart city, how we can optimize the consumption of electrical energy through proper planning of the different aspects of building. He articulated the things very beautifully, and he quoted many case studies, many field examples. Next session was in two parts. First part was taken by Miss Amba Sethi. She is a renowned speaker for different aspects of happiness and wellness, because without these things, the smart city that is useless, because the main focus of the smart city is to make our citizens smart in the sense that they should have proper happiness and wellness. Otherwise, the other physical infrastructure that is useless. So that session was beautiful. And in the same session, the other speaker, Mr. Nair, he told about enlightenment of the human hardware and software through yoga and meditation. That session was also wonderful. Then next session was taken by Professor Saikat Paul of Architecture Department of IIT Kharagpur. The topic was towards smart and sustainable cities with spatial computing. He integrated the use of different latest techniques like GIS and remote sensing and GPS to make the smart city really smart, giving several case studies. And after that, we are in this session of valedictory function of this FDP. So I again welcome you in this session of valedictory of this FDP. I welcome you all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now I invite the patron and principal, Dr. B.S. Chawla, for his speech. Please, sir.
Thank you, Indrani. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah, very well audible.
This is the day, very much awaited day, very much awaited event from all the participants. That is valedictory of AICTE's training and learning FDP on smart cities. This was started on 6th and today is the concluding day. A guest of honor of this valedictory function, coincidentally, with a lot of happiness, I'm sharing this. All the three guests of honors, they are our very distinguished alumnus. College is proud of them. Professor G.R. Sahu, our Additional Director of Technical Education, Regional Officer from Central Region of AICTE Bhopal, Dr. C.S. Verma, and our very dear Chief Engineer of Nagar Nigam Bilaspur, Sri Sudhir Gupta ji. I welcome you all to this function, sir, and we are proud of you. College has achieved new heights because of your great support and contributions, sir. Professor M.L. Agrawal, coordinator of this FDP, very dynamic and smart HOD of civil engineering. Faculty members from this college, faculty members from my ex-institute, IT Korba. After a long time, I'm seeing them. I'm feeling happy. Professor Sonkar, Professor Sunehre, Professor Alka, Professor Preeti. Thank you for attending this program. Participants from various states of the country. Almost Professor Agrawal has told me that 100+ participants have enrolled and they are attending the courses regularly. The topic chosen by AICTE, the suggestion by AICTE, and further the topic was taken up by Professor M.L. Agrawal. He decided that we should go ahead with this because we are residing in Bilaspur and it is one of the 100 smart cities chosen by our Honorable Prime Minister, sir. Almost 6 years have passed after launching of the project and all smart cities are progressing well. Roughly out of 2 lakh crore rupees, some 55,000 crore rupees have been spent and all have been added to the better livelihood of all the citizens staying in these cities. As Professor M.L. Agrawal has told, various aspects of a smart city like green buildings, public transport, energy efficient environment, applications of IoT, effective waste management, these have been taken. And finally, with the conclusion that it should make people living in these cities happy. That is the sole aim. How can we take up any kind of disasters very quickly? And how can we live very smartly with minimum hurdles? That was the sole aim of conducting this program. All the experts had taught you very well. They were experts of their domain from very reputed institutes. The experts were chosen. Professor M.L. Agrawal put a lot of efforts for this. I congratulate Professor M.L. Agrawal and his organizing team.
Thank you, sir.
Including Professor Indrani, Professor Vivek, and everyone who supported for this event. What I wish from the participants is, in these 5 days, you all have definitely learned many new things. In coming days, this learning must be shared to the society. Whenever you get any opportunity of contributing, either in smart city bodies or on any forum, you must give your inputs and try to do some consultancy, some projects, if possible from your side, for betterment of cities where you are living. Though every city cannot be made smart city, but wherever you are living, try to put good inputs, try to make it little smarter. As we know, nowadays, those who are the leading billionaires in the world, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, these guys are thinking in the direction of a smart space colonies. Now they are not thinking on the earth. They are planning to do something smart out of the space. But anyway, we have started. That's a positive thing. In coming days, our country will definitely write new story, and we'll have many very fine two-tier cities. In this COVID time, two-tier cities demand have increased in tremendous way. People are now running away from metros and they are preferring two-tier, three-tier cities for settling. When we have to work remotely on virtual mode, then these cities have a lot of benefits. A lot of other facilities are there. So participants, this program will be successful only if you can apply the knowledge gained during these days in real life. I'm finally expressing my gratitude again to Professor G.R. Sausab, Sri Sudhir Gupta ji, Sri C.S. Verma ji for sparing their valuable time and for gracing this All India level occasion. And this is the 4th FDP organized by GEC Bilaspur back to back. And this is the 3rd FDP in continuation organized by Professor M.L. Agrawal and his team. Professor Seema also organized one. So from Civil Department, this is the 3rd FDP. I congratulate again to my Civil Department staff and his leader, Professor Agrawal. And finally, to this August gathering and esteemed guests, I wish you all very happy Ganesh Chaturthi and pray Almighty and God Ganesha to bless you all happiness and prosperity. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. I am elated to take this opportunity to introduce our guest of honor of the day, Sri Sudhir Gupta ji. He is Chief Engineer at Nagar Nigam Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, and an alumnus of Government Engineering College, Bilaspur, from BE Civil Engineering 1983 batch. He is an LLB graduate and a Master of Arts in Political Science. He has worked in a Directorate of Nagari Prasashan, Chhattisgarh, and also worked in Nagar Nigam Raipur. He also worked as GM for Smart City in Bilaspur. He is also the Secretary of Alumni of Bilaspur Government Engineering College. I welcome you, sir, and thank you for your time. And our alumni are our biggest strength. Moving forward, I'm elated to take an opportunity to introduce our guest of honor of the day, Dr. Chandrasekhar Verma. Regional Officer, CRO, AICTE, Bhopal, and an alumnus of Government Engineering College, Bilaspur from BE Mechanical Engineering 1995 batch. He obtained his PhD on study of mechanical properties of laminated bamboo composite from IIT Delhi. He has more than 20 years of experience in academic and administrative areas. He has authored many articles published by reputed international and national publishers, several research papers, and review articles in peer-reviewed journals. I welcome you, sir, and I invite you for your address. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I am audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
आप सभी को गुड आफ्टरनून। प्रोफेसर GR साहू, एडिशनल डायरेक्टर BT गवर्नमेंट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़, श्री सुधीर गुप्ता, चीफ इंजीनियर नगर निगम बिलासपुर, डॉक्टर DS चावला, our respected sir, principal of GEC Bilaspur, coordinator Professor ML Agrawal, subject experts from government colleges, NITs, IITs, dear faculty member, student as participants. I am very happy to be part of valedictory function. It is an important function on smart cities. And first of all, I would like to say thanks to all the participants, particularly faculty member and students, जिन्होंने इस वर्कशॉप को सक्सेसफुल बनाया, और थैंक्स टू कोऑर्डिनेटर ऑल्सो, कोऑर्डिनेटर प्रोफेसर ML अग्रवाल, जिन्होंने दिस इज अ थर्ड अटल वर्कशॉप इन सिविल इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांच जिन्होंने करवाए और हमारे AICTE को सक्सेस, AICTE के अटल एकेडमी को सक्सेस बनाया। उनके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। फीडबैक जो हुआ, जो हमारे जो फैकल्टी मेंबर और स्टूडेंट्स ने जो फीडबैक दिया, दे आर रियली सेटिस्फाइड, और मैं उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा कि उनने अच्छे से इसको पार्टिसिपेट किए और उनका जो नॉलेज है वो लिए, और मैं आशा करता हूं कि ये नॉलेज दैट विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू रियलिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट नॉलेज। एक्चुअली अटल एकेडमी स्टार्ट हुआ था। अटल एकेडमी का मैं थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ में बताना चाहूँगा। इग्नाइटेड माइंड एक एजेंसी है जिन्होंने एक सर्वे किया था। उनने ये पाया था कि हमारे जो ग्रेजुएट्स हैं वो काफ़ी कम एम्प्लॉयबल है। तो AICTE ने एक कमिटी बनाया विद डॉक्टर BR रेड्डी एज अ चेयरमैन, और उन्होंने एक सजेशन दिया कि वी शुड गो अहेड विद 9 emerging एरियाज और वी शुड स्टॉप कन्वेंशनल ब्रांचेस। तो 9 emerging एरियाज पहले तो था, जैसे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, IoT, डेटा साइंस, ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी, रोबोटिक्स, ये सब 9 एरियाज थे। नाउ देयर आर 35 एरियाज। लाइक अभी आप स्मार्ट सिटी देख रहे हैं, आप स्मार्ट सिटी में भाग लिए, वैसे इन्वायरमेंटल में भी है, इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल में है, ऐसे बहुत सारे एरियाज में अभी अब हम अटल के थ्रू वर्कशॉप कराने के लिए दे रहे हैं। तो मैं सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर से अनुरोध करूंगा कि आप अपने इंस्टीट्यूट लॉगिन के थ्रू काइंडली अप्लाई कीजिए। हमारा टारगेट बहुत ज़्यादा है। हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फैकल्टी मेंबर को ट्रेन करना चाहते हैं ताकि वो हमारे स्टूडेंट के पास पहुँचे इन टर्न फॉर बेटर क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ सोसाइटी। जैसे हमारे DS चावला सर ने कहा कि फाइनल एम इज टू कंट्रीब्यूट टू द सोसाइटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वालिटी लाइफ। तो ये तो हो गया हमारा अटल का। मैं उनसे सारे से अनुरोध करूंगा कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इसको अप्लाई करें। और थर्ड, आपके ही सहयोग से ऐसा हुआ है कि हमारे जो अटल एकेडमी को ब्रिटेन ने वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड दिया, तो आपके कोऑर्डिनेटर और पार्टिसिपेंट्स, इंस्टीट्यूट के सहयोग के बिना ये नहीं हो सकता था। उनके लिए मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दूंगा कि आप लोगों के सहयोग से ही आज AICTE ये कह सकता है कि इस ऑनलाइन सिस्टम से या ऐसे डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन में भी वर्क बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड का सर्टिफिकेट AICTE को मिला है। और अभी जस्ट कल एक NRIF रैंकिंग का रिजल्ट आया है, तो मैं इंस्टीट्यूट से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा और GEC बिलासपुर से भी रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आप लोग इसमें रैंक में आने की कोशिश कीजिए। इससे अल्टीमेटली क्वालिटी इम्प्रूव होगा। और सबसे ज़्यादा मैं प्रोफेसर चावला सर से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, इस साल भी उन्होंने कई सारे ब्रांचेस लिए हैं और हम अच्छे कॉलेजेस को AICTE हमेशा प्रमोट करता है। अभी जो नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के अकॉर्डिंग हमें लोकल लैंग्वेज में भी ग्रेजुएट्स को बढ़ावा देना है। पॉलिटेक्निक में तो है ही, अभी चल रहा है, ग्रेजुएशन में भी चल रहा है। तो ऐसे 14 कॉलेजेस ने अप्लाई किया, उसके लिए NBA एक्रीडेटेड होना जरूरी है उस ब्रांच का। तो मुझे मालूम है कि गवर्नमेंट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज बिलासपुर NBA एक्रीडेटेड है और मैं उनसे अनुरोध करूंगा कि कृपया अगले साल किसी भी ब्रांच में लोकल लैंग्वेज में पढ़ाने के लिए अप्रूवल लीजिए और उसको बढ़ावा दीजिए, क्योंकि लोकल लैंग्वेज में, जैसे मैं बीटेक में था, मुझे मालूम है फर्स्ट ईयर में हम हिंदी मीडियम से आए थे और हिंदी मीडियम से आने के कारण फर्स्ट ईयर इवन सेकंड ईयर तक हमें इंग्लिश टू हिंदी में ही कन्वर्ट करने में काफ़ी टाइम निकल जाता था। तो हम AICTE कभी अंग्रेजी से या इंग्लिश का विरोध कभी नहीं कर रहा है, वो तो होना ही चाहिए बिकॉज ग्लोबल लैंग्वेज। लेकिन हमारा जो बच्चा हिंदी में पढ़ना चाहे उनके लिए भी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी होना चाहिए। मैं चावला सर से अनुरोध करूंगा कि कृपया नेक्स्ट टाइम अगले आने वाले सेशन में जो भी ब्रांच MBA एक्रीडेटेड है उसको हिंदी में भी एटलीस्ट 1 डिवीजन अप्रूवल लें और उनके लिए फैकल्टी अपॉइंट करें और उसको बढ़ावा दें। और उसके अलावा भी मैं सारे फैकल्टी मेंबर से अनुरोध करूंगा कि नीट विजिट कीजिए, NEAT, जिसके थ्रू आप स्किल ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्किल हो सकते हैं। हमारे पोर्टल में इसका वेबसाइट दिया हुआ है। ये कई तो फ्री ऑफ कास्ट है, कई में पैसे देने होते हैं। और मैं फैकल्टी मेंबर से खासकर अनुरोध करूंगा इंटर्नशिप के लिए, क्योंकि अब क्रेडिट जो कोर्स है, पहले जैसे 260 क्रेडिट होता था, थ्योरी ज़्यादा होते थे, तो अब 160 कर दिया गया है। मतलब बाकी बचे हुए टाइम पे हमें बच्चों को ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज देना है, तो वो इंटर्नशिप के थ्रू ही पॉसिबल है। तो अभी जस्ट लॉन्च हुआ है, 6.1 लाख इंटर्नशिप पोर्टल में अवेलेबल है और इसको 2025 तक करीब 1 करोड़ के आसपास पहुंचाना है। तो इंटर्नशिप की अपॉर्चुनिटी तो है AICTE में, लेकिन हमें रिस्पांस इंस्टीट्यूट की तरफ से नहीं मिल रहा है। तो मैं चाहूँगा कि फैकल्टी मेंबर बच्चों को मोटिवेट करें, इंटर्नशिप के लिए अप्लाई करें। इंटर्नशिप वाकई में बेनिफिशियल है, एक्सपोजर होगा इंडस्ट्री के लिए। और अंत में मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आप जितने भी फैकल्टी मेंबर हैं, स्मार्ट सिटी का जो बारीकियाँ हैं वो आप जो सीख कर गए हैं वो आप उनको इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिए, स्टूडेंट को दीजिए, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट भी बेनिफिट हो और सोसाइटी भी बेनिफिट हो। और लास्ट में कहना चाहूँगा, अटल मीन्स, अटल हमारा हिंदी में वर्ड है अटल, तो इमर्जिंग एरिया को एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए आप अटल रहिए। इसी के साथ मैं अपने शब्दों को विराम देता हूँ। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू चावला सर, आपने मुझे इन्वाइट किया, आप मेरे गुरु हैं। चावला सर, अग्रवाल सर, आप लोग सब मेरे गुरु हैं। मैं तो अभी जस्ट आप लोगों से काफ़ी छोटा हूँ, तो आपने मुझे फिर भी बुलाया, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू वर्मा जी, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. And now I am elated to take this opportunity to introduce our guest of honor of the day, Shri G.R. Sahu, Additional Director, Directorate of Technical Education, Government of Chhattisgarh, and an alumnus of Government Engineering College Bilaspur from BE Civil Engineering 1984 batch. He was always a meritorious student and secured various positions in merit list in his student life. He has more than 20 years of experience in academic and administrative areas. He worked as a lecturer in various polytechnic colleges in Chhattisgarh. He also worked as principal in various polytechnic colleges in Chhattisgarh and worked as a registrar in Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, Bhilai. I welcome you, sir, and invite you for your address. Please, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Dr. Chawla, sir, patron of the FDP, coordinator Dr. Emil Agrawal sir, guest of honor Dr. C.S. Verma, CRO AICTE Bhopal, Dr. Sri Sudhir Gupta, CE Nagar Nigam Bilaspur, coordinating team of FDP, all the participants. This is a good opportunity to present in the validity function of this FDP organized under the aegis of AICTE ATAL Academy. I was going through the voucher. It has integrated the various aspects of engineering: structural development, environment, transportation, wellness. Actually, nowadays, smart cities, this green technologies, clean technologies has become buzzwords, and they are very important also. The smart city development provides convergence to all the disciplines of engineering to improve the operational efficiency of the town, to share information, and to facilitate better governance. So I hope all the knowledgeable speakers have given deep insight into the topic, which will be helpful for the professional development of our participants. Dr. C.S. Verma has rightly emphasized the role of this FDP. He has given the details of various opportunities provided by AICTE, which we can make use of for the development of our institutes and our faculty. So this is a very good opportunity. I congratulate the Bilaspur Engineering College team, coordinators, principals, for coordinating this faculty development program. And I am also thankful to AICTE. At the last, I express my gratitude to be invited in this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivating words. Now, at the end of this session, I would like to invite Professor Aditya Singh, Assistant Professor, Civil Engineering Department, for a vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good afternoon to everyone. First, on behalf of Government Engineering College Bilaspur and Civil Engineering Department, I would extend my vote of thanks to Government of India, whose vision has brought up this particular platform of ATAL, through which all the colleges throughout India can very easily conduct a program, faculty development program, and can very easily conduct this national level program. Secondly, I like to extend my vote of thanks to AICTE and the representative of AICTE here, Dr. Chandrasekhar Verma, guest of honor and regional officer, CRO AICTE Bhopal, as their team has brought this particular vision of Government of India to the reality, so that the college can very easily conduct faculty development program. Thirdly, I like to extend my vote of thanks to Directorate of Technical Education and the representative of Directorate of Technical Education, Assistant Additional Director, and guest of honor of this event, Professor G.R. Sahu sir, to give his time and enlighten us with his words, so as and even give his support from the directorate, so as we can easily conduct this particular type of programs. Fourthly, as we know that alumni is the main shareholder of this particular institute, so I extend my vote of thanks to the guest of honor and the Chief Engineer Nagar Nigam Bilaspur, Sri Sudhir Gupta ji, for enlightening us with his words and helping the college to uplift. I would like to extend my vote of thanks to the patron and a mentor of this event, Principal, Government Engineering College, Dr. Balveer Singh Chawla, for helping us, for supporting us, and enlightening us with his energy, so as with his words and energy, so as we can conduct this particular faculty development program in a very easy and very effective way. Lastly, not lastly, I would like to extend my vote of thanks to the coordinator, Dr. M.L. Agrawal, sir, Professor and Head Civil Engineering Department, GEC Bilaspur, for his dedicated approach, for his motivation, and for his guidance, which has led to the successful completion of this faculty development program on smart cities, and which has led to the very effective way of functioning in this particular faculty development program. Apart from this, as we all know, in the FDP, the main contributors are the speakers of this particular events. So I would like to extend my vote of thanks to Sri Suren Shukla sir, Architect R. Kesarwani sir, Professor Debashish Sanyal sir, Dr. P. Praveen Kumar sir, Professor A.S. Raghuvanshi, Professor G.D. Ramtekar sir, Professor Samir Bajpai sir, Dr. A.G. Matani sir, Group Captain Retired Y.S. Srinivas sir, Professor B. Matra ma'am, Alka Bharat ma'am, Professor N.M. Deshkar sir, Miss Amba Sethi ma'am, Mr. S.K.R. Nair sir, and Professor Sept Paul sir, for their very well presentation and very well speech and very well distribution of the knowledge, which has enlightened our participants. At last, I also extend my vote of thanks to the participants. Around 139 participants have been registered in this program, and around 100 participants have been regularly attending this particular program. As participants attendance lead to the successful completion of this FDP. So I extend my vote of thanks to them. And last but not the least, the team, and especially Professor Indrani Borkar madam and Professor Vivek Singh Rathore sir, as they have very well coordinated this particular event and very well managed this particular things. And with this, I end my speech, and I can just say that in a very small span of time, we will meet with some new FDP from engineering college. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, GR Sahu sahab.
So we have come to the end of this FDP. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sudhir Gupta sahab. Thank you very much for sparing time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sahu sahab. Thank you, Gupta sir. Thank you, Verma sahab. Verma sahab, बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for inviting me, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support all the time.
Welcome. Always welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal sir.
Sir,
all your support, for your all your support, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have graced the occasion. Thank you.
So, Indrani.
Yes, sir.
You can announce the closing of this program. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes. So, dear participants, we have come to the end of this ATAL FDP, and thanks for the participation. And I thank all the participants here. Thank you so much.
All the participants need to provide their feedback on the AICTE portal. They have given the test, so test marks we will enter and their attendance we will enter in the portal. After completion of these three things, their certificates will be automatically generated after 3-4 days. Okay. So I request all the participants to be in touch so that in future also we can develop similar kind of synergy or any other domain of the life. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.